Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay. So,
Is this the one, ma'am? Oh, okay, ma'am. This one, ma'am.
there we go. That'd be good. I want to talk to you a little bit about how our classes run. So we have 3 semesters basically that we run our classes through. We have a fall, a spring, and a summer. In the fall, it starts in late August and ends sort of at the end of November, early December. And then we have a spring semester that begins late in January, and it ends kind of late April, early May. And then we have a summer session that we have classes for in May, June, and July. So that's kind of how our semesters run. And for each of those, usually students, what I've noticed is they'll usually take, I mean, you can take how many ever courses you want to and kind of go at your pace, but usually students will take the majority of my students will take 2 courses at a time. But you can take one. What we can do is we'll work with you on how we can best set you up a plan for success. And then for the courses, there will be some projects that you do. And the goal of those projects is to improve your teaching abilities, but also to think about topics in curriculum and instruction. There will be some papers where you do a little bit of research and analysis and do some reflections. There will be some discussion boards where you engage with peers in your class. And in those, you'll discuss educational topics. You will have opportunities to give each other feedback, your peers feedback, and you also receive feedback. And then I think that's all I wanted to say about that. But the goal here is how to best support you in learning educational content and also to support your students in your educational setting. So whatever you may teaching or maybe teaching right now or current or wanting to teach in the future. Let's see what else we have on our slides. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to bore you with that. Can you go a little bit more?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so here, these are just like some requirements. You just have to be able to meet one of these. And so this is going to be, might be a look, I'd say probably for you guys, you're going to have to meet the requirement of the undergraduate bachelor's. You'll go one more. This is just some basic tips for how to process your application. And Megan will help us with some of that. Can you go one more?
Yes, ma'am.
And then these are just some frequently asked questions that you might have. Our online classes are run in a platform, a learning management system called Desire to Learn, D2L. And so how you do that is you access that through your portal that MTSU provides you. And all of your coursework will be in that portal, and you will be able to log on at any day or time and work on your classwork asynchronously. So you don't have to be on the computer at the same time as your peers, and you will work on your assignments and your discussion board posts that way. Okay, I think that's the rundown, I think, of that. I'll let Dr. Craig talk a little bit more about the Digital Teaching and Learning Certificate, and then also the MED for Digital Teaching and Learning.
Okay, so hi everyone. So the programs are very similar. Ashley's program deals with, I think, grounded in curriculum and instruction, whereas the MED with the concentration in digital teaching and learning, we look at how to teach online. So that would be, you know, based on what the students need and their learning situation. Either one would work, but I think Ashley's applies to in face-to-face as well as online, whereas the one that I direct is really just learning how to teach online. And the foundations part of the courses, we both have, the similarities are we both have the research class, but then in the digital teaching and learning concentration, in addition to the certificate, which both programs have, the DTL or digital teaching and learning masters, we have in foundations how to manage online programs and how to assess online programs, foundations of internet law and copyright. So it has a little bit different focus. So again, it's for anyone in a teaching situation. It could be higher ed, it could be the PK through 12 or 216, but also the DTL concentration prepares and helps people or professionals who may be at a museum, a nonprofit organization, a business, a bank, any other kind of institution where they may be developing professional development online or training workshops online. So I think that's the basic difference, is that the focus is strictly digital teaching and learning and not any face-to-face. And I do think that for our admissions, I think both programs have removed the GRE or MAT. That was on the slide. We no longer require that. So it's just whatever, when a student would go through international studies or international admissions through international studies, that's what Megan will help with. But both programs that are the masters, they do not require that as admissions. We drop that. And I think that's basically it. So I can send a digital flyer that you can distribute, Harry, if you want. We just got that for the DTL masters with that concentration. And I think Ashley's information was all on the slides. So I can send that, because the concentration in digital teaching and learning is brand new. We are just launching it. So we just have a basic website right now, but it's in the process of being launched. It will be ready. The full degree will be ready in the summer. We've been running the concentration or the certificate classes for quite a while. I think probably a year and a half, maybe. And yes, both programs have the certificate. So the main difference is what I explained about the developing curriculum and digital content solely, whereas the other program is for face-to-face as well as online. I think that's it.
Okay. So Ma'am Samira can move to the next.
Okay, sir.
So we, I think because of the challenge that we have about the ID, I think some of the teachers now just join toward the end. So we would like to welcome Teacher Love, okay, Teacher Daisy here. And okay, when your name is called, just wave or say hi. Teacher Love, where are you?
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Okay, sorry for the mess up. What about Teacher Daisy?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Nice to meet you, everyone.
Okay, that's great. And Teacher Ivy, are you still with us? Okay, Teacher Ivy is not. Maybe, what about Michael?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Okay, can you put your cam on, please? Okay. All right, now, Teacher Love, Teacher Daisy, okay, Teacher Ivy, they're all from the Philippines, and as well as Jen and Michael. So some of you may be coming late because of the mess up on the ID. So let me kind of throw some of the questions that I heard before or what I know. Okay, and then all the teachers that have the interest to come to the US, okay, can pick up and ask a question. Now,
Yes, sir.
let's take an example. Let's talk about the case by case, because they are different. All right, like Teacher Daisy have the background on computer or IT. All right, Teachers Love. Okay, let's see. Teachers Love, what is your background?
Major in mathematics, sir.
Okay,
Education.
so go ahead, explain just a little bit do you have the license, teaching license over there already and things like that?
Yes, sir. I'm a licensed professional teacher, and I major in education, major in mathematics. So, yeah.
All right. Now, maybe teacher, Professor Hoover or Craig can maybe help. Now, in case of teacher Lovely, if she want to come to the US majoring in education, but your undergraduate is not in education, right?
No, we do have the undergraduate, if it's a math teacher, they would major in math and they would minor in secondary education. And so that is how that, if that makes sense. So here, I think, and Ashley, correct me or jump in, if it's a content area, a subject such as math or science, biology, English, history, then they major in that subject, and then they get their teaching license in their minor, which is secondary education.
So in teachers love cases, will she need to take any undergraduate courses in the education department, or she can kind of jump into the MED online program?
Ashley is, I think yours is the same as the program that I'm directing. As long as you meet admissions requirements, which is a bachelor's degree, then you do not have to take education, undergraduate courses in education, even if you don't have a license. But Megan can probably answer that a little bit better too, because she works with admissions.
Okay.
Sir, if I may, sir,
Yeah,
Dr. Craig, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I am not actually a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Education. I am actually a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. I only earned 18 units in order for me to be able to take the exam and be able to become a licensed professional teacher. What about on my case, doctor? Will I still be the same case with Ma'am Lab? Or
yes. Yes, you would be eligible. I think the way to kind of understand just the admission process, if you're going into any of our masters, the ones that we're discussing this morning, if you're going into, or tonight, because I know it's night.
Yes.
And Ashley Dr. Hover said that she just got kicked out. So she is not online right now. So I can answer the questions till she gets back. But yes. Oh, you're back. Okay, good. Basically, the requirement for education is your bachelor's degree, whether it's a BS or a BA. And it doesn't have to be in education. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Thank you very much, Dr. Craig. So is there any other more questions? I maybe Miss Dr. Craig and Dr. Hoover will be able to answer your questions. Teachers?
Yeah, I think the Ma'am Samira, can you move to the required courses requirement? I think it's moved up.
Up, sir.
When Dr. Hoover started for the first,
yes,
time.
Sir.
Okay, right here. All right. Now, it requires courses, degree requirement is 33 credit hours. Okay. That consists of 15 required, and the rest is the elective. Am I correct? Am I correct, Professor Craig? Or
Dr. Craig, is the digital teaching and learning masters also 33 hours?
Yes, it is 33 hours. It's similar, but there are no electives in the digital teaching and learning masters because of the concentration being in teaching online. So there are no options for electives, but it is 33 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so it ends up being 11 classes for either way that you go. And there are, although there are some electives in this one, it's specific to, there's a specific list that you have to choose from. I had talked a little bit earlier for those who logged on late about the types of assignments. I think that might be of most interest to you. So if you want to, I can kind of go back over that a little bit. There will be projects, I can say probably for both. Dr. Craig does a lot of projects too. And a lot of those are ones that you can immediately use in your classroom. So you can tailor it to what you're doing with your students or what you want to do in the future. And then there will be some papers, and there will be some discussion boards where you engage with your peers about topics surrounding curriculum. But then also you will have some time to give each other feedback on some assignments and things. In my courses, we do some projects, and then we go in on the discussion board and you share some things, and then you get some feedback from your peers to improve it. And then you submit things for grading purposes, for assessment. And then we talked a little bit about how you guys could, if you wanted to, start in the summer, or you could just wait to the fall, but both programs will have courses that run in the summer. And though the registration for those, I don't think I said this before, but the registration begins in April for that. And the classes will start for summer. There are some in May, some in June and July.
Okay, usually if they, Dr. Hoover, if they are interested and plan to go with the MAD online, how many courses can they take per semester online? So they will be in the Philippines, okay, but they are, well, taking classes. So will be 1 or 2 per semester.
I would recommend, especially starting out, I've had students take up to 4 at a time, but they're not currently teaching, or they don't have a really hefty workload. 4 classes at one time is a lot. I would say starting out with a 1 or 2 would make sense to me. Dr. Craig, you can elaborate on that if you have other opinions about it.
Yeah, typically, I mean, MTSU Graduate Studies does allow 4 per semester, but I always suggest 1 or 2 to start, and then possibly staying on a track of 2 every semester after the first semester. And then that way, but it's really entirely up to the student in terms of, their personal situation. Like Dr. Hover said, if they're teaching, if they're working, it's difficult to take too many. And we want the students to meet success. And so it's easier on them to ease into it and then take, I'd say 2 is pretty normal, 2 per semester.
Oh, 2 semester.
How about
go ahead.
Sir, Dr. Craig, how about the online class, Dr. Craig? What will be the schedule, the class schedule, Doctor?
Okay, it's similar to what Ashley just explained. We are asynchronous, so you can get online at any time and do your work and submit your assignments. We do have a schedule, so students know exactly what is due each week. Pretty much everything is there, I would say. When on the first day of class, students can work ahead if they want to. And that's what most of mine do. For some reason, they always try to work ahead. The assignments are very similar. We do a lot of projects, applicable projects, and because the students that enroll are from all different walks of life and have all different professional situations, they are able to apply to their own teaching situation or professional situation, so that they have the option. They don't have to do, exactly the same focus. They just apply to their own situation to make it relevant. And in the certificate classes, we use a lot of online resources, and they create content. They look at a lot of different materials in terms of how to assess students and how to present your content different ways if you're teaching online. So, and that's in both programs.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Pu.
Do they require to write a thesis, or there's an option, thesis option and non-thesis option?
Yeah.
No, I don't think either program has a thesis. We did away with that too.
Okay, so once they complete 11 classes, basically they got the degree, master's in education.
Yes. And if they do the digital teaching and learning certificate, a formal certificate is issued to them in addition to their degree. So that's, and it's part of the degree, of both degrees. So whoever goes, with the innovative PK16 or the digital teaching and learning, they will exit the program with their degree and a formal certificate to show that they are proficient in teaching online.
Right. So this is a completely online degree. So is there any possibility that they may be thinking to come to the US on the last semester to visit? Is that possible, or is it totally required one semester in-house, or
No.
totally? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I have like a delay, but please finish and then I'll jump in.
Yeah. So 100% online. They don't need to come to the US.
Correct. It's 100% online. And I don't know if did Megan ever get in, Ms. Vasquez?
Let's see.
I don't know if she did, but that's okay. If she didn't, we can have her. She is the liaison in the graduate office that works with international students, and she is going to help us with some of those logistics. But the whole degree, yes, either degree and their certificate, all of the things that we've discussed are all online. There really is no need for you to come on campus. Even people that live here don't. I mean, most of our students never come on campus for anything. We even have supports at MTSU outside of our college through the library. So as part of your tuition, you get library resources. You get, if you need help with writing, there's a writing center, and they also provide those services online. And so everything that really, MTSU is really good. We have a whole college and department that's devoted to online learning. So we have a lot of resources to offer students to help keep you in the programs and to make you be successful. The one thing I would just say about that is just communication. Dr. Craig and I, we check our email every day. So just letting us know if a problem arises, and then we can help guide you to resources. But you're correct. There's really no reason to come to campus.
All right. However, the option is open, right, Dr. Hoover? The option is open. If they want to come in-house, like the last semester, experience the real, MTSU program, they could, providing that they meet all the international student requirement.
Yeah, that part I'm not sure about as far as, because I don't know the logistics of the visa statuses that Megan, that's why I was hoping Megan could join in so she could tell us about that, because she had sent some information about that. And we don't have, if you were to come to the US, of course, we would be great to meet you in person. But the classes will, we still don't have any on-site classes for these programs. So there wouldn't be any classes that you would be able to sit in on as physically. It would still be online classes. If you just wanted to meet us and things like that, that's a different story. But and of course we would welcome that. But as far as coursework, there would be really no reason. In fact, the international students, when they come over to on visas, they aren't allowed to take online courses. They have to take a certain amount on site in order to meet the requirements of their visa status. So I would really need to lean on Megan's expertise in that area.
Right. So let get some of the teachers, ask question. They maybe have the question. Go ahead, teachers, Love or Daisy and others. If you have any question, you go ahead. You can ask. Okay, while we're waiting. All right, now, the biggest challenge for the international student is about getting the funding, I know that for the traditional face-to-face, from my own experience, if the professor or our advisor has, say, a research project, we can get involved in the research project. Is that kind of also open for the online program, like a TA or RA, being a TA or RA?
I'm not sure. Do you know, Dr. Craig?
Well, in the department that we are housed in, we do have GA positions, not GT, like just regular graduate assistant positions, but not graduate teaching assistants. And we as professors don't handle that. It goes through the department. So I'm thinking maybe we have 2 or 3 GAs, but they're departmental GAs. And then they would have to be on site. They would have to come to the US, and then they still can take online classes, but they don't work with specific professors. They work out of the department. So for example, whatever projects our department chair might have, they would be assigned to a project. So it's a little bit different than in a traditional program where, or some other departments on campus where a GA is assigned to a professor. They work on research or they work on publications and things like that. So it is a little bit different, but that is just the Department of Educational Leadership where we are.
Right. Okay. So that, you know, if that possibility open, that will be very helpful to many applicants or potential or prospect, to help them to get finance their program here. So Teachers Love, do you have any other, or Teacher Samira, you have any other question? If not, we open for the younger participants. we do have the younger participant here.
Yes.
Go ahead, Ma'am
So
Samira, it's all yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So I was actually thinking, Dr. Craig, regarding the the GA, the one that you mentioned earlier. Since you already mentioned that one, where we, if ever we are actually interested to become a GA, sir, will it be possible to apply, or where can we be able to pass our application, something like that?
I think I'm not quite sure of the sequence, but there is a GA application linked from our graduate studies, our MTSU graduate studies website. And I think what they do, this is how they used to do it. If a potential student applies for a GA position, they would need to put the program that they would be enrolling in on that application. Then that application is sent to the department. And then from there, like I said, our department chair handles that. So the application would then be filtered to the correct department.
Thank you very much, Dr. Craig.
Okay, so the first step will be like follow up on Ma'am Samira. The first step, if Ma'am Samira or Teacher Samira is interested, maybe who she need to contact to initiate this process. Teacher Hooper, please.
I think the place to start would be the graduate school with Megan Vasquez would be a good place to start all of this really, but also to ask about that assistantship and how that would work for international students. And I think that would be a place to start with Miss Megan.
Right. Okay. So I think I saw some of the her presentation. It's very unfortunate. She tried to get in, and then the ID it kind of misled. So I sent her. By the time maybe she received that ID, the new ID, it'll be too short of the time. So we will try to fix that next time. All right.
So
now
we can do some of that. We could probably do some of that communication with her through email, and then of course, you know, she, you know, you can call over there probably and talk to her during our working hours, which might be different for you. I think she's in office like from 8 to 4 our time, Central US time. So I'm not sure what time that would be for you guys, but you could work that out with her and maybe just have a phone conversation or something.
Right, right. Now with that in mind, Ma'am Samira, you can move to the Miss Vanquist's material. This is part 2. So maybe we can kind of look at it real quick. Okay, you see that? This is basically that need to be done. You see that the first one, your transcript need to be sent to NACES. Okay, the equivalency. Okay, the equivalency, that sort of thing. All right. So now before we go deeper on this, okay, Ma'am Samira can move up one. There's still a QA. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Move up. Okay. Now let's open this opportunity to our younger, you know, attendees. All right. Are there any questions? Go ahead, Ma'am Samira.
Yes, sir. For all those students who would like to ask questions, you may kindly raise your hand so that you will be acknowledged.
What about Irene? Is Irene there?
Yeah.
Irene?
Yeah, I have a question to ask.
Okay, you can ask, you know, either Dr. Hoover or Dr. Craig. Go ahead.
Hello, Dr. Hoover, Dr. Craig, Professor Harry, Ma'am Samira, and all the other teachers here. My name is Iron, and I'm 8 years old from Jakarta. Thank you for the opportunity given to us. I have a question to ask. If I want to study in US 7 years from now, what should I do? Thank you so much.
Hello, thank you for your question. That's great. So if you want to study in the US, our university, Middle Tennessee State University, has undergraduate programs. What kind of things would you be studying, Irene? What are you interested in doing? What are you interested in studying?
Studying English like that.
Studying English?
Languages?
Sure, yeah, we have classes on that you could participate in.
And math.
Math, yeah. Are you good at math?
Not bad.
You're not bad? I bet you're better than you think. Yeah, we have math classes too. We have English classes and math classes, all kinds of classes that you could take.
Wow. Yeah, Irene is
Science.
Okay, yeah, we have those too. Science, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. That just made my day.
Yes, yes. Irene is in the only third grader.
Yes, sir. Third grader.
But she be in our program. I think at the very beginning when we start giving this opportunity to learn English, like 3 years ago, she was the first person that continually, consistently follow the program.
She's great. She's dedicated.
Right, and we would like to help Irene, okay, to basically develop and be a great student and come to the US and contribute her knowledge. She seemed to be interested in STEM program. Okay. Thank you, Irene.
That's great. We have a lot of STEM programs. In fact, they do a conference for girls, specifically a STEM conference for girls. I think it's in the summers.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hoover.
It was great to meet you. Thank you for having confidence to ask questions.
Great to meet you too.
Okay, who else? Ma'am Samira?
I think Tiara would like to ask questions, sir.
Good evening, Dr. Hoover and Dr. Craig. My name is Tiara Alima Tiara, and I'm from the Philippines. And I just want to ask a question.
Okay.
If I want to study in America, will there be available scholarship? How much do I need to pay per semester?
Yeah, there are scholarships. I don't know specifically off the top of my head how much it costs, but we have some information on the websites that we can provide. But yes, we have programs in all kinds of subjects and fields for students, and we do have lots of scholarships available. What are you interested in learning about?
I'm very interested in learning engineering.
Okay, yeah. I have a family member who is an engineer. There's lots of engineers around here as well. They have an engineering program as well. That's great.
Thank you, Miss Doctor.
Yeah, Tiara is from the Philippines. So we're excited. This program is kind of spread all over places. Oh, back to you, Ma'am Samira.
Okay, so let me answer. Is there any other students who would like to ask question? How about Josephine? Would you like to ask question,
No,
Josephine? Okay. Is there any other more who would like to ask question? You can actually raise your hand so that you can be acknowledged. How about Noel? Do you have something in your mind which you want to ask question? Which you want to ask Dr. Craig? No? Okay, I guess there are no more questions, sir. So there are no more questions. I do not know if Dr. Hoover or Dr. Craig would like to stay, but if so, they are very much willing to stay. But I do not, since Miss Basas was not able to join, so I guess we will be continuing the third part, sir. The third part of the program, sir.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am. Okay, Teacher Daisy has a question. She raised her hand. Go ahead, teacher.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. And also Dr. Craig and the one also speaking, Doctor. I missed the name also. I'm sorry. Okay, I would like to ask, Ma'am, or clarify that. Do you have also an offer for the course of data analyst at United States?
Data analyst, is that what you said?
Data analyst.
Are you talking about for graduate work or undergraduate?
I graduated from Bachelor of Science in Information Technology.
Okay. I believe they do have something about that, but I'm not abreast about all the various different programs, but I'm sure that they do have something in that field.
Okay. Thank you so much for that answer, ma'am.
So if I can add that, what Teacher Daisy, so you, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned about the data science, data analyst or something like that, right?
Yes, sir. Data analysis is more on algorithms and then analyzing about the data that you're going to create the programs.
Yeah. So basically for the data science, I can kind of talk just a little bit because I am one of the person that talked about it like 10 years ago, where everybody not mention about it. We have the website on that, aaea.us. So I think at the time, based on my experience working at one of the biggest company, I saw the need of data science. So I put some of the program about 10 years ago. Yes. So basically data science is a combine of a lot of things, statistics, okay, econometrics that will be in econ, statistics in math department, of course, computer science like Python and all that kind of stuff. So even though if MTSU do not have that data science program, so you can put things together. I'm not sure whether or not they have online. However, I knew that MTSU has a program in data science. One of the director, I believe that a year ago moved to Nashville. I'm not sure that his name. He moved to Nashville, become a program leader over there in Nashville, one of the university over there. So yes, for sure, we do. I think Middle Tennessee is a huge, big university, a lot of resources. Am I correct if I say that the student body about over 20,000? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow. So this is exciting place. When we first came over here, okay, everything is so simple. There's no traffic jam. Right now, everything is kind of developed. Oh my goodness. It's just one of the things that really become a destination to a lot of people, all right? The reason is this. Some of the students have to work when they are taking summer classes at MTSU, all right? When they have to work, it means that they need to be supported by companies, all right? Companies around like Walmart and all that, restaurant. So this area is just so big and provide all that information. Student can work part-time because there's a lot of opportunity. Even some of the car companies here, okay? And then they can take classes at night or in the afternoon or whatever, their time schedule is. So it is a huge place to study. Now, some of the school may have a great program, but the business is just in not that great because in rural area. But here, this MTSU is the right place for everybody to come over here. So, am I correct to promote that, Dr. Craig?
I would say so. And yes, it is very crowded here. We have a lot of traffic. but there's a lot of opportunities. Yes.
Yes. So, this is not the first time for us to meet. Over the time, we will keep in contacting because things develop. Okay, more interest coming or more students coming because our student, even TIS students keep growing and growing because we offer this for free for everybody. Okay, first they have to overcome the English part first. So that's the reason why we start in a very age. Like Irene in the 3rd grade, but look, her English, okay? So the other student, if they did not learn English early, there's no way they can come in the US, all right? The reason why we would like everybody come to the US to learn is basically to learn and to contribute for the future humanity. So we at TIS is doing, we call it investment in human capital, future human capital, okay? So we would like, it is a great opportunity to partnership with education department, and I may sometime or find the time next week during the spring break, if y'all in office would like to come and visit in person, okay? Now I use this slang. We over here we say you all, yeah, y'all. Okay, so this is a very sudden. Okay, So is there anything else that we missed, Dr. Craig and Dr. Hoover?
No, I think I appreciate that you got us together and your time, and it was great to see all these different faces and of all ages. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, and also we have Teacher Venus. Teacher Venus just came here. Teacher Venus.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Right. I do not want to let you behind. You have something. A question, because go ahead, whatever that you have in mind, because we are very close here. Go ahead, Teacher Venus. You have any question that you would like to address to Dr. Hoover or Dr. Craig? Go ahead.
All right. So actually, I came late. That's why I'm not really sure what to ask. But since I'm already called, I just like to ask, what specific courses does this MEd online program gives us? Do you have a brochure so that we could choose? And how much should we pay for these courses, just in case we will be able to have a chance to select one course?
Everybody asks about the price. Don't worry, Dr. Hoover and Dr. Craig will find scholarship for you.
That's a question that everyone has. That's one of the first questions that I receive through email all the time. We do have brochures. We can send them on. We also have, I know I'm very impressed by the level of English that everyone has. And we also have an MED in teaching English as a second language that is also online. So I can send that too. And unfortunately, I don't know the actual tuition per class because that always goes through graduate studies. Ashley, do you have an accurate number?
I would have to look it up. There are some, I do have some links on the slide somewhere, I think, or in the email that I sent that takes you to the site where you can find the tuition. And there for online classes, there's what's called an E-rate. And so it's a little bit cheaper for people who do not live in Tennessee if you take advantage of that E-rate for taking online classes. And so as you're looking for the cost, if you'll look at that link and click on E-rate, then that'll give you an idea about how much it costs.
Okay.
So I'm going to push it back to you and tell you to investigate that.
Yeah. In addition on that, I believe that, Mom Samira, I have compiled that. If you go to the part 3, I apologize because there's a question on tuition. So we just take this opportunity to one more. Okay, there it go up right here. Okay. So Teacher Venus, can you see it? Would you be able to open your cam? So this is it. Okay. So I'm kind of, because of my experience, Dr. Craig and Dr. Hoover, this is always the question that on the top of the list. Okay, so I initiate this putting this table over here. So back to Teacher Venus' question. Now, if you look at this tuition and fees, this is kind of per hour basis. Okay, per hour. Okay, let's see on the top one. You see that number of credit hours? 1, 2, 3, right? You see that? Okay, on the left, 1, 2, 3. On the very, yeah, that's it. That's it, good. And then on the other side, you see that there's, grad in state. In state mean, okay, I think the best way how, what it mean by in state, Dr. Hoover, please, or Dr. Craig can explain it. So the in state and the out of state, and for international student, it is on the right side. Okay, grad in, okay, is that, I believe that, okay, that is not correct. The right one is basically out of state. Okay, so if you look at that out of state, is they have to pay more. So for the in-state, for 1 credit hour, 1 credit, 552, okay? In-state, and total is 601 with the fee, the 1 credit. Usually the courses, 1 courses has 3 credit hours. Am I correct, Dr. Craig?
Yes, that's correct.
So if we time 3, basically we go down here, time 3, there'll be like 1803 for 1 courses. That is for in-state. Now for the out-of-state, that will be 4,000, 4572 on the very right. Okay, parallel on that. Okay, so 4,500 per courses. Okay, now how much that will be in peso? Because Teacher Venus is from the Philippines. If it is, you know, in peso, you look at the middle one. Look at the middle one. Mount Samira, can you see that middle one?
Yes, sir.
That would be 228,600. Okay, that is peso. 228,600 in peso. All right. So that kind of, you know, answer your question. And the third one, it is in rupiah. Okay. Now, just to give you an idea, Dr. Craig and Dr. Hoover, $1 equivalent in the Philippine money, we call it peso, it's 50, and maybe now 52. 1 US equal to 52 peso. Okay, now in Indonesia, even worse, 1 US equivalent to 15,000. Yeah. Okay, so you will see that in Indonesia for 1 courses, if you look at the 3-1, okay, that equivalent to 68 million. 68 million. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Okay.
Yes,
it
sir.
is scary. All right. So move one more, Ma'am Samira. Go down one more slide. So that basically, okay, this is in courses. Okay, this is in courses. We translate everything on the top table. Now we say, okay, in terms of courses, how much is that? 1 courses, 2 courses, and 3 courses. Okay, so that's what you basically look at that. If you have, like, you know, the previous question that we have with Dr. Craig, okay, how many classes if you have to take online per semester? Okay, if I recall correctly, it will be like
maximum of 4.
Suggested 2. Okay, 2 courses. Am I correct, Dr. Craig?
Yes, they can take 1, 2, 3, or 4. So
right.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the student.
Right. So if it is 2, there'll be in US almost 10,000. Okay, 9,144, and basically in peso, it's almost 500,000 peso. Now in Indonesia for 2 courses, 137 million. Okay, so it is quite a challenge, but all right, do not give up. If you look at toward the end, okay, the end note, together we can make it.
We can overcome challenges. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, I'll also note, if you don't mind, that it might be a little bit different.
Okay.
I appreciate this chart. This is great in helping describe the different types of currency and how it relates. It might be a little bit different with that E-rate that I was talking about, because the E-rate accounts for that out-of-state tuition. So we do have a lot of students that are interested but don't live here in Tennessee within the United States. And so they noticed that over time, the university noticed that over time, and now they provide a special rate called that E-rate for individuals that would like to study here online, but they don't live here. So it could be that it's a little bit better than those numbers.
Yeah. Hopefully cheaper, Dr. Hoover.
Right.
Hopefully cheaper. Yeah. Okay, now to give an idea, just give an idea. All right. So Dr. Hoover and Dr. Craig could kind of think or have a, visualize what is the situation that in the Philippines or Indonesia, Teacher Venus, all right, give us an understanding what is the average salary. It's not yours. It's not yours, okay? The average salary of a teacher. You are a teacher, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in terms of peso, then we can divide it by 50. In terms of peso, how much a teacher get in a monthly salary?
Here in the Philippines, sir?
Yes, average.
For
20,000?
For an entry level, sir, it is around 25,000.
Okay, 20,000?
25,000
pesos.
That's teacher 1 only. But as for me, since I'm already a teacher 3, around 30,000 to 31, sir.
Okay, so divided by 50, that will be $600 per month.
Yes, sir. But sir, the amount mentioned by Teacher Venus, sir, it does not include the deductions.
Yes, the deductions like just IS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, and all.
So what is the take home? From 35,000, what is the take home? 25?
Around like that, sir.
Sorry, depend.
Okay.
It
so
depends
25,
on the position.
Right.
Yes.
So 25 divided by 50, like $500, all right, per month before you have to spend anything. If you have a family, that come down. So your saving, you will be, let's see, what is the fair amount to say per month, the saving? $100? $200? Ma'am Samira? Is there any saving?
Sir,
hopefully you have some saving,
no
right?
savings at all. Actually, sir, no savings at all. If you actually look at it, sir, considering the amount of commodities that we have right now, sir, it is as if there is almost no savings at all, sir. But if so, more or less, you can only have more or less 5,000 pesos, sir.
Okay, so you basically you guys balance the budget in equal to out. All right, so we are not trying to exaggerate all the situation, but we would like to know, because TIS, will try to find the funding as well. All right, for you guys. How we do it? We'll put donation in our website, and also I will do whatever that I can, to help. Of course, like I said, together, it means that if TIS alone, okay, the possibility will be slimmer. But if TIS work together with you guys, with the teachers in the Philippines or Indonesia, and with Dr. Craig, and with Dr. Hoover, and with MTSU, we will make it happen together. Okay? Yes, together. All right? Yes. So do not lose hope, Ma'am Samira, okay?
Yes, sir.
I know that, I'm so reluctant to put this table. I say it will drive everybody down, okay? But let's put the fact, okay? With this fact, then what can we do? We take a step. I know that, when I was a professor at TSU, I also a professor at TSU. Wow. Way like 15 years ago. Okay, I work at the agri economic. Okay, I believe that in front of the business school and beside the nursing. Okay, in fact, cross the education department, right? so we will, we will try whatever that we can, and I hope that Dr. Craig and Dr. Hoover will open their arm, okay, to work together, whatever way that we can, to help everybody to come, because this is kind of win-win situation. Like Irene said, what should I do in 6 years from now? Okay, what should I do to be able to come
Yes,
to the
sir.
to come to MTSU? Okay, Irene, you know what you should do? Together, all right? So in your part, the student will work hard, okay? Keep taking classes, you know, even like today, I think Teacher Ivy, where are you? Teacher Ivy is still here. Now, Teacher Ivy is teaching the
Science.
The science. Teacher Ivy is teaching science classes. All right. Is Teacher Ivy still here or not? So
Yes.
I am so impressed that this third grader like Irene or 5th grader and 6th grader, they start learning about chemistry. Okay. H2O and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. So this is the question that I asked Teacher Ivy. If they now in the 3rd grade, okay, learn about chemistry and compound, okay, and element, what going to be the material for when they will be 6th grade, the 6th grade. When they 6th grade, what kind of courses in chemistry that they will learn? Okay, and I asked her, will it be organic chem? Organic chem, okay? And she said, yes. Now, organic chem is one of the courses required for the MD, medical doctor, okay? So can you imagine what's going to happen to this kid? This is kind of the best brain. We have to give them opportunity and bring them over so that they will be able to, to be the next scientist, the next doctor, the next researcher to come out of a new COVID-19, whatever the variant is, medication. So we need to shop around in the global world to bring them in. Okay, now, Teacher Samira, for you, do not be discouraged to see all this table, okay?
Yes, sir.
Remember, we will make it. Together we will make it. All right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, it is already 8:18. Okay, so are there any questions from other mom and dad? Okay, parents. Irene, your parent, is it there? Your mama? Do you have your mom with you?
Yes.
Do you have your mom with you? Your mom has any question? They can ask. You can translate it if you want to. Okay, any mom can ask question and the student will translate it into English. We give the opportunity for them as well. Okay. Alexander, you have any question? Francesca?
No, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mom Samira.
Okay. So is there any other more who would like to ask question? How about the teachers or the parents? You still want to ask question we are waiting because Dr. Craig and Dr. Hoover are still with us, so they may be able to answer your questions.
So keep in mind, this process is very long. From the application, it's very long. Okay. So if you are interested, okay, start from now. Maybe you think I don't have the money, I don't need to start, right? Okay.
Yes.
If you do not start, the door is closed. But if you start, you have a crack on the door, and you never know when we have funding and the fund will become available and whatnot. Okay. Let me okay. So I have my own presentation. It is more like an experience as an international student. So if Dr. Hoover and Dr. Craig, okay, do not have question because of the time maybe with the other obligation. Okay, feel free to leave. Okay, feel free to stay, and then we will continue with our discussion in part 3. Go ahead, Ma'am Samira.
Okay, so
There's
I guess there
closing
will be no
remark
more.
from you.
Yeah, no. I guess there will be no more questions. We would like to thank Dr. Hoover and Dr. Craig for the time spent with us. We really appreciate the things that you have done for us. We were very much grateful that we were able to understand and visualize the things that we really actually wanted to know since the beginning, that we heard that there will be some opportunities regarding the master's degree online. So thank you very much again, Dr. Hoover and Dr. Craig. We really appreciate
Maybe Dr.
it.
Hoover and Dr. Craig have a closing remark. Let's give a opportunity for them to say something, Ma'am.
Well, I just appreciate your meeting today and getting to see you guys all. And I do have another thing I have to get to, so I'm going to have to log off here. But I appreciate this, and I enjoyed seeing everybody.
Let's give a big hand to Dr. Hoover.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hoover.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
It was a pleasure meeting everybody. Thank you.
Same with us, Sam. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
ma'am. Bye-bye. Thank you again. Bye.
Thank you so much.
So we will
Thank
continue,
you.
Ma'am Samira. We will continue.
Yes.
I will show. Okay, move up on my presentation. I think on the top.
Okay, sir.
Top. Okay. Top. Yeah. Okay, right here. All right. So this is the presentation. Hopefully I can finish it in 5 or 10 minutes. So this is the thing. Okay. So it is not easy. If you look at the money, right? It's very expensive. Very expensive, right? Now, money, we can find the money. Okay. What we cannot find is, okay, move one slide down. All right. One more, Mom. Okay. That's what we cannot find. Okay. Did you see that? Most of you guys, most of the students, most of my friends, when I went to school, they are not serious. Okay. The will to win is so weak. Okay. Let's take an example. Let's take an example. When Irene started this program in Basic 1 and Basic 2, all right? So you see that so many students, there are 60 students, 60, 80, or 100 students, okay? Right now, how many do we have in Basic 4? How many, Mom?
Actually, sir,
20.
sometimes, yes, 26, sir, 26. Sometimes it goes up to 26.
Right.
The
You see
Basic
that?
4 and 33.
So only 20%, okay, make it. 20 make it. Where is the other 40 or 60 students? They're all gone. Okay. So what does it mean? All right. If they are gone, they are not consistent, they cannot proceed. No way they can move on. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, I put that over there like a bubble gum effect. Okay, you know what bubble gum is? Okay, it's sweet on the very first 3 minutes, but after 3 minutes, it doesn't feel like a sweet anymore. It isn't sweet anymore, right, Mom Samira?
Yes, sir.
The second thing is language. All right, not so much in the Philippines, but in Indonesia, the government teach English when, okay, they are in the 7th grade. This is for the school that belong to the government. Okay. Now, Irene is studying in a private school. In private school, it's different, right? So it it is not possible for the students that attend the public school, okay, because the English is not good. I know that Josephine is from public school, but
Yes,
she
sir.
is taking our class. Okay, is Josephine still here, Mom?
Josephine, sir.
She's still here?
Yes, sir. He's still here, sir.
Okay, Josephine, where are you?
I'm here, sir.
Okay, so you are from the public school, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so did you have in your school, in what grade are you now?
1.
Ayun kay Duan?
Grade, kelas berapa?
Kelas 3, sir.
Okay, 3rd grade. Did they teach English in the 3rd grade in your school?
What, sir?
Mereka ada bahasa Inggris nggak di kelas kamu, kelas 3?
Ada dong.
Ada?
Iya,
Okay.
ada, sir.
Yeah. So you are lucky because you have English taught in your school, but some of the school, they don't have it. Okay? Because your school is in Jakarta, right?
No, sir.
Sekolah kamu di mana?
Di Bekasi.
Oh, di Bekasi.
Di
Bukannya
Bekasi, sir.
Oh, di Bekasi. Oke. Ya. Jadi itu sudah, that is very, very good because some of school do not have that. Okay, they did not learn until the 7th grade. Okay, so you need to keep it up. All right, so let's come to the third challenge. Okay, it's expensive. If you look at that presentation and you see that, okay, on the table. All right, it's almost impossible to come to the US without any help. Okay, so who are going to help you? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you move one more down, ma'am. Move
This
one
sir.
down. Okay. Okay, here.
This.
All right. So this is, keep in mind. All right. We GMT20 will help, but how? Okay. You have to support this program. Tell everybody, okay. And when you take classes, do not come and go. You take it and stay with it and finish it. All right. And also we are going to have a TV, okay, a program like YouTube. Okay, you support this YouTube. When we have the money, okay, then we give it back to you guys. All right. So with that in mind, Mom, all right, move on to the next QA. any QA for me, to Mom Samira or the other teachers. Okay, Teacher Daisy, you have any question for us or any teacher? Teacher's Love still here?
Yes, sir. I'm still
Abby,
here.
you have question?
Sir,
Okay.
so far, sir.
Okay, I thought that Teacher Love, okay, so silent, you observe. Okay.
Because I came in late, so I don't have any questions because I haven't heard most of the entire session. So
Yeah, it is my mistake because of the ID. Okay.
it's okay, sir.
Yes. So
regarding this, the help that we can get from PIS, sir. Regarding,
yes,
regarding the help that we can get from PIS, if ever we want to go to US, sir, to work or to have this master's degree, sir.
okay.
What do we need to do, sir? What should we do aside from those that you have mentioned from the other slides, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we have to use strategy. Okay. The strategy that I have is based on my experience and it works. Okay. So what is the strategy? The first strategy, okay, we have to have a strong will because it's not going to be easy. Okay. It's not going to be easy. Now, most of us from other country that English is not our first language have to take the TOEFL test. Now it is time to ask Jet. Jet, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you recall how much that you have to pay for the TOEFL?
Yes, sir. There was 12,500 pesos.
Yeah. So the first thing, to take the TOEFL test, you have to pay $225 US. That equal to 12,500 peso. Only the test. Okay. Now, how can we help? Okay. How can we help? The first thing is to prepare you to take the test. I've been asking Teacher Love and Venus to find people or teacher who can teach TOEFL. Now, any update on that, Teacher Love?
For the TOEFL, sir, I haven't find any teachers who teach here. Actually, there is IELTS, if because there is a review center here in our province, IELTS, and they said most of my friends who migrated to US, most of them, their requirement was IELTS instead of the TOEFL. And then what they did is they reviewed here in our province, and then they took the exam to another province. So they're to get the certificate. So only review center here, and then we have to travel to another place to take the exam. So
Right.
that's why I was asking whether if there is TOEFL. So that's what I was supposed to ask you, sir, if whether it should be TOEFL or IELTS when migrating to US, or yes,
Okay.
going
I
to
think
US.
if you look at the requirement, I think it is up there, Mom Samira. It's supposed to be Megan Fangues talk about it. Okay, the language.
Sir.
Let's see that on part two. Part
This
two,
one, sir.
Yeah, part two keep on going up. Yeah, this is part three.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Now part two, keep one more or two, I think.
This one, sir.
Yeah, see right here. You see this? Now, you see the teacher? Teacher's left, the second one?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
I'll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's score of 6.
Minimum score of 71. You only accept ATS.
Okay.
When
Did
I
you
was
see that?
able to take the IELTS, sir, last time, sir, I was able to get a score of 6, but it was not good
Wow.
for US. It
So
was
you
for
are ready to migrate.
Australia. It was actually for Australia, sir. That is why I was not able to get in, sir.
Okay.
They need 7, sir, for Australia.
7 for you.
All right. So this is the thing that, that you have to kind of either to take the TOEFL, IBT, okay, and things like that. All right, or IELTS, or OMLE, or ELS, okay, and they have another one, a Duolingo English test, okay. Now, once you have this, the requirement completed for the English language, then what you need to do is to send this, right, to go with the international admission from MTSU, okay, and send your credential, all right. You need to work together very closely with Dr. Hoover or Dr. Craig, because they are the one that will help you, okay. Now, once your transcript be evaluated, All right. And then they will come out and say, yes, based on our evaluation, you met our requirement for MED program. Okay. Your IELTS, like in this case, teacher Samira is equal to 6, or your TOEFL met the requirement. It means that you fulfill the requirement for international student. Okay, for international student. Now, this is the hardest part. Mount Samira, you can move down the hardest part.
Yes.
Okay. To my presentation, Mom.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right there. All right. One more. You see the financial obstacle. Okay, you see that the financial obstacle. One more. Yeah, this is the one up. One more, Mom.
Up, sir.
Okay, right here. Okay, too expensive. All right. If you look at this, not only that, to be able to get a visa, all right, you have to show that you have enough. Okay, move down, Mom, on the table. On the table. One more. Okay. Your bank statement have to show this number. Now let's take it a peso. Okay, 688,000. This is only for the 3 courses. All right. How many that you have to take? 11 courses, right?
Yes, sir.
Remember? So you time this, okay? You time this by 3 or almost 4. So that will be in terms of peso, 2.4 million peso. Okay. Now, teachers love. Okay, that's the reason why I asked. Without any help, will it be possible?
No.
No.
Very impossible.
All right. That's the reason why we need to work together. Okay. Now, the thing that we are doing today is open the first step. Now, you know the professor. All right. You see that when I asked the question to teacher Venus, what is the average salary? Did you notice that teacher Hoover taking a note?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. She took a note. Then she will bring this and talk 2 of them first. Okay.
Yes.
And they will say, all right, this is something that beyond the student, they want to learn, but beyond the control, what we can help. Okay. So what they can do, they can write a proposal, okay, to find money, funding. And you heard that the department has how many positions? Dr. Craig said, 48.
3, 4.
3 positions open, right? 48.
Yes, sir.
So it means it's possible, but you have to make the move. Okay. Now, teacher Samira, your IELTS is equal to 6. Is that 2 years ago?
No, sir. It's been 20
it's been
years
10 years.
ago.
So you have to retake that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's no
So
longer.
teachers love, and every teacher, we have teacher Daisy and we have everybody here. We need to work together. Okay. Do not compete. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. The pie is only one piece. One piece. You have to fight to get the biggest piece, right? But the whole pie is big like this. It's not one pieces. So it means that everybody have to work together. Yes. All right. So it may be difficult to work together, but we have to work together on this. All right. Now, it is 8:40, Mom. It is 8:40. Okay.
It's 10:40 here, sir.
Yeah. It is like a 10:40 over there, right? So
Yes,
I
sir.
just let it, yeah. So we have to work together, okay?
Yes.
Sir.
First thing first, try to make a TOEFL program, okay? A TOEFL program. You mentioned about this center, IELTS center, teacher love, the
Yes,
IELTS
sir.
center. Can we cooperate with them?
I'll try to ask, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
To work with them, okay? Work with them, you know, whoever that can help. So we have a session for all teachers from TIS to learn TOEFL. And when the time comes, okay, and take the test, you at least fulfill one requirement and move on, one step at a time. Maybe,
yes, sir.
Okay, 2 years from now, Mom Samira will get a visa to come to the US. 2 years from now.
Wow.
Not
God
1 year
willing,
from
sir.
now. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
So are there any more questions before we stop, because the student need to go to sleep now?
Yes, sir. They are sleepy already.
Okay, for the student, if you don't have question, you may leave. Okay, Michael is here. I did not see him though. Irene, you have any question? No?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Irene.
All right. The student may leave because tomorrow they are going to have another class. All right.
Yeah.
Teachers, do you have any question?
None so far, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us work together. We have a new website that we are going to put, and we put a donation that we can start getting some, some help. With that in mind, Mom, okay, I think I look at the chat. Okay, is there anyone that, okay, this is teachers love that put that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with that in mind, everybody, thank you so very much. You know, we spent like an hour, 45 minutes almost. That
Yes,
is it,
sir.
totally incredible. Okay, it is not smooth because the ID, but next time we will make it better. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Thank
more
you
than
very much.
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mom Samira, let evaluate.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Bye,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay,
Bye.
Bulisna. Okay, Michael, you are hiding. Where are you? You are hiding. You're not even ask question. Okay. Okay, so Michael, what is your any comment? What did you learn?
I'm just observing first, sir, because I'm late on joining in the meeting because of the.
So we cannot be late. Remember.
Yes, sir.
If you want to come over here, you need to put the best effort.
Okay, sir.
90% not good, 80% worse, 70% disaster. Okay, 90% is not good enough. You have to make over 100%. That's what I did. What I mean, over 100%. Okay,
Yes,
people only work 5 days. All right, over here, I work 7 days. You know what time that we start today, Mom? What time did we start today, Mom?
We started at 6 a.m., sir, on your area, sir.
So what is my time when we start?
You started at 6 a.m. or less, sir?
6 a.m. 6 a.m.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I have to drive 1 hour. It means 5 a.m.
Wow.
Okay, I need to take shower and be ready. There's another 1 hour. So what time did I wake up? What time did I wake up?
4 a.m.
3 or 4
a.m. Oh, okay.
Is that for me?
No, sir, for us.
It's for you.
Us.
But
Yes,
why
sir.
I do it? Why I take this hassle to do it? That's what I mean. You need to go beyond. If you do normal, 0. You are not going to make it. Now remember that the reason why it's very expensive. So,
yes, sir.
So let me ask you this: how much money that you have to pay for one courses?
One courses, I think 50 or 60 plus.
58. Yeah.
58. Yes.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Peso.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
58 pesos.
I believe it is 228 228,000 peso.
Yes, sir.
For one course with 3 credit. So how long do you think you will make that kind of money? How many months if you have to save 228?
1
more
year.
than 2 years, I think.
How long? 228,000.
Maybe a year or 2 years, I think, sir.
Yeah.
Because our salary in university and we're the same, we're workmates with Mom Daisy.
20,000.
No, it's 14 only, sir, because we are
junior 15,000. So 228 divided by 15,000, Mom. 2 years.
Yeah. Almost 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So without outside help, impossible for you. But
yes.
Okay, once you make it to the US, okay, you will make, okay, multiply how many times more. But you have to do it, the investment. This is why we try to help.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Because without our help, it's almost impossible to come over here. Almost.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
You see that Irene said, in 6 years, what should I do?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
she's very cute.
6 years. 6 years. Okay. 6 years. All right. So Michael,
yes,
the
sir.
reason why, all the teachers, we give opportunity to teach with TIS. So you can write it down that you have the experience to teach that help you. Okay. That's the reason why we want you to teach.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That will open up the opportunity. Okay. Now, the next thing after this presentation, what should we do? Learn English, take the test, and IELTS.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think Mom Samira can do it. Just repetition for you. Okay. All right. Are there any questions, Michael?
None, sir. None so far, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, I see you, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Bye,
so,
sir.
Mom Samira, I think we did not test that ID. That's the reason why.
Yeah, I was able to ask you last night, sir. I was actually telling you that there is actually the difference between the link given and the one that we are using, sir. Yes, sir. So I was thinking that it was actually changed, but I noticed earlier that it is still the same, sir.
Yeah. So the one
Yes,
that
sir.
we use a previous one ID that I put. Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
sir.
So got messed up on all this stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
and I also almost forgot to record, sir, because we just got surprised because we were not able to know that they already arrived, sir. So I was not almost able to record it.
Panic.
Then I
We are
remembered.
panicking. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Then I remembered, oh my God.
Yeah. Even with 2 or 3 times rehearsal, we still
Yes,
mess
sir.
up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
So
next time we will do better because this is the time. All right.
yeah, this is just the first time, sir. So
yeah.
maybe next time will be more better, sir.
And also, Mom, from this, from this.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
you will see that who come. Okay, how many teacher did not come? Jermaine?
Teacher Jermaine did not come.
Okay. And the other teacher that say, I will come, they even come late. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
you see, they are not serious.
Yeah.
They are not serious.
Yes,
so
sir.
when we have to give a recommendation, so we only look to those who are serious.
Yes, sir.
Because it's very expensive. Okay. So Tiara will ask you after this, Mama, do we have money like 2.5 million for me to study.
She was actually waiting earlier, sir. She said, Mama, do I still need to ask question? I told her, yes, you need to stay put because Sir Harry will be able to tell us that it is time for the children to ask question. That is why I already mentioned her, sir, because she said she's too much she's very sleepy already, sir. So that is why I told her, okay, you may now ask your question so that you'll be able to sleep early.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So they did exactly what I tried to say. We tried to prepare them. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the science, they're very
Yes,
higher
sir.
up.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
But they didn't want to come, like Tiara. Okay. If you
Yeah.
not watch her, she said, oh, I just silent. My mom didn't know. I don't want to come.
Yeah, actually, I do not know, sir. I was actually quite wondering, why is it that she no longer have this class every Friday? But I did not ask her, sir. So I thought, I just simply assumed that there is no chemistry class or math class at all. So that is why when I was able to enter the class earlier, because I really do not know, when you told me that Teacher Samira, Teacher Ivy is still teaching, so we will wait for 13 minutes before we will start. I was actually, what? They have this chemistry. Yes, sir.
Were you
So
surprised?
yes, sir. I was quite surprised, sir. And then I also noticed that some of those students that really doesn't talk at all, such as Hilarious. I saw Hilarious. I witnessed Hilarious that he is actually was able
Very
to
quiet.
talk because yes, because he is actually telling me that his mic is broken. That is why I do not really call him too much. I just simply ask him to just give me a sign
But
because he
today,
is always.
today he responded today.
Yes, sir. He actually I heard his voice earlier, sir. So that is why, oh, he has a good voice and he was able to talk in English quite fluently. But I just didn't know because whenever I call him, sir, he's actually telling me that his mic is broken, sir. Maybe his mic is fixed already, sir.
Right. Right. Yeah. Some of the teacher, okay, you will see this, the pattern, ma'am. Okay, a lot of bubble gum effect.
Yes, sir.
Teacher and student, they are all parent are the same. Bubble
Yes,
gum.
sir.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
are not going to wait for them. We keep moving.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And some of them will run behind.
Yeah.
Okay? They're running behind because of their own choice.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was actually quite impressed because you were able to tell them to work together. We are not actually trying
Competing.
to compete with each other, because I noticed, sir, that maybe they did not attend because maybe they are thinking that I because I'm the only one not living in Visayas, sir. So I was actually quite thinking what is happening here, because Teacher Jermaine, we should work in pace, sir. We do not have to work one by one. We should work in pace because we work together in one company or in one organization. And yet when I noticed that every time you invite her, she doesn't attend. That is why I was wondering, oh my God, I am going to do this alone. I was actually at first I am afraid, and then when yesterday when you asked Sir Jed to be one of the moderators, so I was actually I actually lose
Feel better.
yeah, I got better because I was thinking that I have somebody that I can count on during this seminar, sir.
Yeah, and you see,
So but
you have me, right? You see
yes,
that?
sir.
Okay, I've been doing all this thing for years. You see that the way how I make it smooth?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Nothing that
sir.
we stop. We make it smooth. Bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. Okay? So the best thing for you that both professor remember your name.
Yes, sir.
Even you said that I have the interest to apply.
Yes, sir.
So you need to go ahead pursue that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the best thing is this. I will write an email to say, thank you, Teacher Hoover. Thank you, this. Sorry for the mess up on this time ID.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then I will mention your name. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And then you try to do the best what you can to make it happen.
Yes. Yeah, yes, sir.
Even to take one classes. Okay.
Yeah.
One classes, if if they have funding for you for one class, just take whatever they give. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That the reason why I asked what and how much money that a teacher can save a month.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was
Even
actually
you say like 500 peso.
because if you really look at it, sir, considering the commodities, just a simple just an onion, sir, it costs 600 peso a kilo. An onion.
Okay, for the for rice?
Onion, sir.
Onion, 600?
Yes. 600 pesos, sir, per kilo.
For
So
1
we were
kilo?
quite, yeah. So the rice, it actually is 50 peso per kilo. Onion is more expensive than rice, as well as from meat and chicken, something like that,
Oh, really?
sir. So yes,
Wow.
sir. I actually have to cook without an onion for 1 month because it's very
Oh.
expensive, sir. When I actually tried to buy some small onion, as small as this one, sir, I only bought more or less 5 pieces of that small onion, and it costs me more than 50 pesos already. I was, what? These 5 small onions will cost me 50 pesos. Okay, I think I will not have to use onion anymore. I'm not going to use onion anymore.
Yeah.
I'm only going to use some yes, sir.
So
it's very expensive.
We will work together, Mom. Okay. We will work
Yes, sir.
together. It's not going to be easy. It takes a lot of time. But when we never start, we never go to finish line. But when we start, sooner or later, we'll go to finish line. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir.
Thank you for your time, Mom.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go to another meeting right now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Have a
sir.
nice
Good
sleep.
night, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
good
Good night,
night.
sir. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
by the way, you make a record, right, Mom?
Yeah, I'm going to post it now, sir. I have to stop it already.
Yeah, go ahead and check it, and then you can send it to me, and then we will post it.
By the way, sir, where can I check this one, sir? I already made a record. Where will it? Maybe it will go to my Gmail
To your
account, sir,
C
right?
drive first, to your computer first.
Okay. I'm going to send it to you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.